When it comes to the Hollywood industry and the things you see being pushed out there when it comes to their directors, their actors and actresses, they love talking about their politics. Sure, they'll talk about the movies, but they want to share a message and they want to push it down people's throats. And if you don't agree with them by not supporting their product or not agreeing with their politics, they like to label you as a bigot, as a racist, as somebody who's out of touch with reality. They love to bully you. Now, when it comes to Jamie Lee Curtis, she shared her thoughts about Charlie Kirk's assassination. And we'll share the clip in a moment, but she was breaking down in tears. Now, whether you believe the reaction or not, you don't have to cry about the situation, but to have some type of sympathy about what happened is the right approach. And you see from the left, they celebrate Charlie Kirk's death. They actually praise the situation and they actually thank this shooter for what happened. And it's very dangerous to push that type of propaganda. But we've seen from the mainstream media over the last 10 years almost, that if you don't agree with their ideas and you want to support someone like Trump, well, you're a Nazi. You're somebody who just doesn't want to embrace love, embrace unity, when really the reality is they want to control everything. They want you just to fall in line and not push against their ideas, or simply just have a different opinion than them. So when it comes to Jamie Lee Curtis, she broke down sobs over Charlie Kirk's assassination, calling him a father, a husband, and a man of faith. Now, some people out there on the right are probably thinking, well, it might be fake. It might be something she's just acting out. And that's a fair criticism. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt, though. Whether you agree or disagree, that's fine. But let's play the clip with Jamie Lee Curtis and what she had to say here.
Charlie Crist was killed 2 days ago.
Charlie.
I'm sorry.
Kirk. Right?
Kirk. I just call him Christ. I think because of Christ, because of his deep belief. I mean, I disagreed with him on almost every point I ever heard him say.
Yeah.
But I believe he was a man of faith. And I hope in that moment when he died that he felt connected to his faith, even though I find his ideas were abhorrent to me.
Yeah.
I still believe he's a father and a husband and a man of faith. And I hope whatever connection to God means that he felt it. Yesterday was 9/11.
Now, as you saw from that clip, Jamie Lee Curtis was being sympathetic towards the situation. Even if she didn't cry, if she said, you know what, this man stood for his faith. He's a husband. He's a father. Now his wife is not going to grow old with him. Her children aren't going to see their father growing up, and they can't share their grandchildren with their dad because he got assassinated. It was brutal. If you cried over it and didn't know him, that's fine as well. Because if you look at the clip, it was horrific. It was something no human being should ever witness. But again, if you have this type of reaction, you are going to be canceled by the left. You're going to be called out for it. You're going to be talked about and ridiculed. But when it comes to people celebrating his death, you don't want to cancel that. That's so hypocritical, and the morality is way out of line. And this is what the left do when you don't agree with them. As you see here, Jamie Lee Curtis has a trans daughter. He spoke against them and their lifestyle and practically said they did not deserve to live. You cannot be a man of faith and be racist, misogynistic, homophobic, transphobic, and xenophobic. All those things are contrary to the teachings of Jesus. Again, they're just making up stuff. This person over here said, no, Jamie, evil can't connect with heaven. Next question. That is absolutely disgusting. And then here, she's the devil. Her soul is so dark. So now we're labeling people as Satanists because they're shedding tears over somebody being publicly assassinated. Again, it's sickening stuff from the left. This person says here, imagine having a trans kid and sounding this spineless. They're just gaslighting you with these particular words. And they're losing the war in culture. People are walking away from the left because this is way too extreme. They're either becoming independent or conservative because they're saying to themselves, I don't want to associate myself with this type of propaganda. I don't want to be a part of a group who's okay with publicly assassinating somebody despite they have different beliefs than me, because you're going too far with it. So another example of somebody who shares their opinions about Charlie Kirk and the left wants to push back and give these outrageous allegations and label them a certain way because they have a different opinion. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. I'd love to hear your thoughts about what Jamie Lee Curtis had to say about Charlie Kirk's death. Do you agree or disagree with her statements? Do you think it was a fake video and she was acting it out? I'd love to hear your opinions. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.